Zacktastic Chapter 1 A Day in the Life. When you're interviewing yourself in the bathroom mirror, a fist under your chin makes the perfect microphone. I pat my hair down so it falls around my head like a helmet. That's the way Drew Listerman, the reporter on Channel 7 News, wears his hair. Every weekend he hosts a special called A Day in the Life, where he follows celebrities around and the viewers get to see what a typical day is like for them. I tuck a fallen strand behind my left ear, furrow my brows, and make a wrinkle just above the bridge of my nose and round my shoulders, like Drew Listerman. And I'm on. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're celebrating a day in the life of Zachary Cooley. Maybe you saw his picture in the newspaper on the day he stomped out a bunch of smoldering cigarette butts in the Pinemont woods, preventing what would surely have been Pennsylvania's most massive forest fire. Or perhaps you've heard his name mentioned on the radio the morning he spotted a woman walking on the railroad tracks and got her to safety just moments before a speeding train whipped by. Certainly you saw the story on the evening news about the time Zach rappelled out of a helicopter and rescued a man swimming in the ocean below. Seconds later, a school of great white sharks was spotted off the coast. Young Zach is credited with saving hundreds, no, thousands of lives. Please join me in welcoming birthday boy Zachary Noah Cooley, a real-life superhero. I imagine viewers all over the country and around the world clapping and cheering and waiting to see me, and I run my hand through my hair so it's back to my regular style, on the longish side, and messed up just like I went for a super fast ride in a convertible, top down. Then I hold my fist out towards my reflection. Well, first off, Drew, I don't know that I'd call myself a superhero. I paused for a second, and in my head, a few thousand voices talked back to their TVs. What, Zach? Of course you are. But, second of all, I'm here to save even more lives with a special message. And that message is listen to your fears. I thought the only thing to fear is fear itself, Drew says. Sorry, Drew, I say, but you and Franklin Delano Roosevelt are sadly mistaken. There are many things to fear. There are more things to fear than you could possibly count. Such as? Such as, aren't you afraid to walk too close to the edge of a roof? I can see Drew nodding. Of course he is. You're afraid because you could fall off, I tell him. And I bet you're afraid to climb into the lion's cage at the zoo because you know they can eat you. Those are good fears to have because they stop you from doing something that could hurt you or even kill you. Having fears saves lives. I've never thought about it that way before, Drew Listerman says. But it's certainly an important message you're spreading. In fact, it's practically a birthday present to us all, when really we should be showering you with presents, especially on a birthday this significant. Tell me, how does it feel to hit double digits? It's a funny thing, I say. When I woke up this morning, something felt different. I peer a bit closer into the mirror, closer into the camera. You ever get that feeling that something is changing your life and that you're in for something particularly extraordinary? As I say it, I feel a tingle run down my spine, like it's true, like I'm onto something, like there actually are people out there right now watching me, and something big is going to happen right before their eyes. And then, boom! Quinn yells, ah! I stumble backwards. You almost gave me a heart attack, I shout at my sister. What are you doing in here anyway? The bathroom door had been closed, I'm sure of it. I hadn't locked it. But that's because I broke all the locks in our house a couple of months ago. Do you know how many people die each year because they lock themselves into bedrooms or bathrooms and a fire starts up and no one can get to them in time to save them? Okay, I don't know either, but I bet it's a lot of people. I bet a lot of people do. Mom was pretty mad about all the broken locks, but it was for her own good. Quinn's too. Dad once told me that the three of us, Mom, Quinn, and I, were the most important people in his life and he'd do anything to protect us. After what happened to him, it's up to me to make sure no one in my family ever gets hurt again. That's what Dad would want me to do. But never mind that, because right now there's no fire, not even the thinnest curlicue of smoke. Might be curlicue of smoke. And in the absence of a fire, we all know that a closed door means don't come in. Not that Quinn cares. She's bent in half laughing. She laughs in a really squeaky, fingernails on the chalkboard, little hairs on your arms standing up kind of way. Her laugh is just as embarrassing as my little interview. Even worse, actually, because my interview was supposed to be private. But Quinn laughs that way all the time in public. She can't help herself. Quinn stands up straight and makes a big production out of trying to catch her breath, like it was so funny. She might not ever be able to breathe again. You should have pants seen yourself. Only a grade A official nut job would talk to himself in the mirror. She pauses to take one long, deep gulp of breath. I've seen you talk to yourself in the mirror, I tell her, and then I mimic her high-pitched voice. Quinn, your hair looks so good. Quinn, I love your nail polish. At least I'm not pretending to be brave to my imaginary friends when the truth is you're scared of everything. Are you sure you're turning 10 today? Because you're acting like a baby. Babies aren't scared because they don't know any better, I say. It's actually a sign of maturity to be scared. Whatever. It's no wonder you don't have any friends. I do so have friends, I tell her. Yeah, right. And besides, I can't wait to hear this, Quinn interrupts. If she can't wait, she should be quiet and listen. I'd rather have no friends than have your friends. Your friends are so. Quinn is standing there with her hands on her hips, shaking her head at me like she's the older sister. But really, we're twins. And if you want to get specific about it, I'm the older one, 7 minutes older. 7 minutes that I packed a lot of wisdom into. Your friends are so slame, I say. Oh, you got me this time, Quinn says, but she rolls her eyes, so I know she doesn't mean it. I'm so hurt by one of your dumb words. It's not even a real word. It is a word, I insist. Slame, adjective, the same amount of lame as Quinn. One day I'm going to write a dictionary of all the words that should be part of the English language. Slame is one of my best words yet. Whatevs, she says. She flips her hands like she's waving me away. At least I have people to invite to the party today. I mean, aside from the original nut job that is Uncle Max. And Eli, I tell her. Eli doesn't know any better because he's the new kid. That's the only reason he's your friend at all. There are lots of reasons he's my friend, I say. Oh, yeah? Quinn counters. Name one. Okay. Truthfully, I'm not exactly sure why Eli is my friend, but I'm not about to admit that. There's nothing special about you, Quinn adds. Get out! I shout. Quinn looks me square in the eye. Make me, she says. You asked for it, I say, and I make a pushing gesture with my hands, like I'm threatening to shove her or something. Man, I'd like to. She deserves it, after all. If you barge into the bathroom to spy on your brother, then you should be knocked over. But if I tried to hit Quinn, she'd just hit me back harder. She's strong that way. And all of a sudden, she swept off her feet. I didn't touch her, I swear. She tripped over nothing all on her own. But now she's on the floor, right on her butt. I see London, I see France, I see Quincoo's underpants, I chant. But Quinn doesn't seem to care. Whoa, she says softly, her voice shaky. Did you feel that? Before I can answer, Mom's in the doorway, her arms full of party decorations. You're starting with each other already? She said. I thought we agreed to make this a good day. This had been part of the dinner conversation last night. Let's not have any fights tomorrow, Mom had said. Let's make it a good day. But Quinn and I hadn't actually agreed to that. You all right, Quinn? Mom asks. She puts the streamers down on the counter and reaches a hand down to pull her up. Then she turns to me accusingly. Did you do this? No way, I say. Quinn tripped all by herself after she marched right in here even though all the doors were closed. But not locked, Quinn says, straightening her skirt. And whose fault is that? She didn't even knock first, I say. I had to go, and Zach was taking forever. Oh, for Pete's sake, just use my bathroom, Mom tells her. In the background, the phone rings. Work it out, you two, Mom tells us before grabbing the streamers and heading back down the hall to answer the phone. Thanks for getting me in trouble with Mom, nutjob, Quinn says. But then she leaves too. Finally. I close the door behind her. Like, now I'm alone in the bathroom. But it's not like I actually need to be here anymore. Another day in the life of Zachary Cooley. Leave it to Quinn to ruin everything.